age gap relationships are more popular than ever.
I'm 73.
I'm 38.
It's only 35 years, that's nothing.
Especially with super-rich entrepreneurs.
I would like a new boat at some point.
Yacht. You're supposed to call it yacht.
It's like a new yacht at some point.
The house is only about 50 rooms. It's quite a small house.
In this programme, we meet 3 millionaire couples who are decades apart.
I just think we'd like to grow old gracefully.
I think it's a little bit easier for me, though, because I've got a young wife.
58 is a bit old for me.
When I first met Bill, I was actually going through menopause.
But age gap millionaires attract criticism.
Tart. Hashtag sugar daddy. Somebody else says gold digger.
I think it was a bit weird. I was almost 20, so I was like, wow, he's closer to my age than he is to my mom's age.
Sex with an older woman? Hydrate well and bring snacks.
And we meet the millionaire landowner searching for a younger wife to give him an heir.
They'll let you push out like that and then go like that, you know. The ideal thing would be to have 2 sons, 2, 3 would be better, and to get on with it, really.
When you're a multi-millionaire, you don't need to worry about rush hour.
It beats the traffic.
Successful businessman John Radford is flying himself home in his private helicopter worth over £500,000.
Oh, Daddy's home, boys.
I can't hear him! Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
There we go.
Do you want to fly?
Yeah.
Go on, jump in. Whatever you do, don't press the ejector button.
53-year-old high-flying insurance tycoon John lives with his 37-year-old wife Carolyn and their 3 sons in their £1 million mansion.
So here we have our entrance hall, and my favourite thing is this chandelier, which is a Waterford crystal chandelier. And this is all furniture that we got from Harrods, which was imported from Italy. And then we've also got piano. We've actually got 2 pianos in the house. I did have lessons for many, many years, but please don't ask me to play anything today.
Carolyn met multi-millionaire John when she started working for his insurance company. She was 28 and he was 42.
I think he quite fancied me at work, and then it just kind of blossomed from there.
Well, she was a bright, intelligent girl, and I was flirting with her from the off, I think. Eventually I got through and managed to take you out for a little bit of a meal, didn't I?
Yeah.
And then we didn't look back from there, did we, really?
No, 10 years ago now.
John built his multi-million-pound empire in 1995 and now has over 2,000 employees. The huge success of John's business has afforded the couple a lavish 10-bedroom house.
This is my room.
Each of their 3 young sons has a personalised bedroom.
So this is a helicopter-themed bedroom of Hugo's. I can't quite think where he gets that from.
Age gap millionaire couples are not only big in the UK. 57-year-old millionaire Kelly from Canada runs her own consultancy business in Toronto.
See? Gives me much more credibility.
Kelly's an extremely successful businesswoman, and she's not afraid to splash her cash.
I love the convertible. This was actually my birthday present to myself. I've been propositioned on the highway while driving at 100 kilometers an hour, driving this car. Guys waving to me, trying to catch up with me, going, call me like this, like it's actually quite funny.
After her divorce 10 years ago, millionaire Kelly discovered she was attracting men decades younger than her.
The last time I was single, online dating wasn't a thing.
But 7 years ago, Kelly met 34-year-old Bill on a cougar dating website.
She rolled up wearing knee-high leather, high-heeled boots, a mini skirt, a black see-through blouse with like another tank top underneath, and I was like, wow, way to blow it.
Even with a 22-year age gap, Bill and Kelly's relationship blossomed, and Bill eventually moved into Kelly's £1 million home.
I think at the beginning we both thought it was something that we were just going to have some fun with. Especially when I first met Bill, I was actually going through menopause. So we get a lot of looks when we go out in public.
I was obviously,
he looked very young.
I looked very young in my late 20s.
There was one time, do you remember the one cleaning lady that came in and she thought he was one of my sons?
Yes.
And she's like, can you tell your mom? And he just looked at her and said, okay, I'm the partner here, so what would you like me to tell my wife? And she was so embarrassed. Yeah. And it was quite funny, actually.
Although they don't have children together, Kelly has 2 sons from a previous marriage. She was concerned about how her sons would react to her relationship with someone closer to their age.
They both kind of looked at me confused when I said, I'd like to have Bill move in with us. Are you guys okay with that? And they both kind of looked at me and went, you're asking us? I go, well, this is your home. And they looked at me and said, Mom, if it makes you happy, then we're good with it.
Back in the UK, millionaire aristocrat Sir Benjamin Slade wants to find and impress a much younger wife.
We're going in the front drive at Mansfield House, my very stately home. The drive is only a quarter of a mile. I'd like to have it over a mile. Some of my friends have 4-mile long drives, and I feel quite intimidated. Only 98 acres of a park, which I'd really like to be a bit bigger, actually.
73 years young, Sir Benjamin lives a life many can only dream of, but has no one to share it with, and no one to leave it to.
I've lived on my own here since 2011. The house is only about 50 rooms. It's quite a small house compared to some people, but it's all I can cope with.
To add to his vast wealth, Sir Benjamin hosts glamorous weddings in parts of his estate.
We're in the sort of ballroom, and this is a room that makes the money. We marry them here, we dine them, and then they dance. We're in the King's room. This bed is 400 years old. It's 8.5 feet wide, but it sleeps 7, but we charge 7 times as much. It is very successful at procreating. For instance, after the wedding they are successful, the bridegroom will ring the bell like that to show that the wedding has been technically consummated. Of course, if they are inexperienced and get into difficulties or anything like that, and they need a bit of instruction, we have over here things that could help, you know, like the odd handcuff, which can thing, this sort of thing is very exciting, you know. And then on books on what to do, okay?
But the one person the bed hasn't been successful for is Sir Benjamin himself. It's not for lack of trying. He often throws swanky dinner parties in the hope of finding Miss Right.
This lady's my favourite girlfriend, and I love her dearly. She's rich, powerful, and well, you couldn't get better than that.
Sadly,
she turned me down.
Sadly, we are just friends.
Yeah,
friend zone.
Yeah.
Which is a great place to be.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like to have good friends?
Yeah.
Sir Benjamin is searching for a wife at least 35 years his junior. And it's not just a spouse Sir Benjamin desires. He needs an heir to inherit his estate.
I would like to have children. I don't want to work forever, and it'd be nice to pass on the responsibility to some children as soon as possible.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Stick with us for this next live hour while we paint everything both indoors and outdoors.
Liverpudlian Craig Phillips has made his millions from his property empire and as the DIY don of many television makeover shows.
Take care. Good night.
Winning the first Big Brother in 2000 at the age of 29 set Craig on his way to earning big bucks.
My life changed overnight. It was never ever the same again.
Craig's much younger wife, Laura, was only 15 at the time.
I just have to say where I was because it makes him even more horrified. So I was at school studying for my GCSEs.
48-year-old Craig and 33-year-old Laura met 4 years ago in a TV studio.
Yeah, we met. We practically moved straight in together.
It did feel right, didn't it? That's why, you know, mentioned in the past, I think it was in a week or two, wasn't it? I said, I'm going to marry you.
Within 3 years, Craig had married his much younger wife, and they now have a little girl called Nellie.
Are you hungry?
You hungry?
Hungry and thirsty, probably.
Say, feed me, mummy.
The self-made millionaire became a father for the first time at the age of 47.
I have had conversations with my pals before, and, you know, they've often said to me in the past, Craig, you can't leave it too long, you know, you can't leave it any later, because then they do the calculations, you know, when your child is a teenager and you're going to be on 60.
Laura is 15 years Craig's junior and is not in a rush to extend their family. But Craig is approaching 50 and he would like to have more children sooner rather than later.
I think it's still quite a raw topic.
In his 98-acre estate in Somerset, Sir Benjamin Slade is also thinking about children.
No, that's bringing the lunch. Yes.
The 73-year-old is on the hunt for a much younger wife who can provide an heir. He currently lives alone in his 50-room mansion with just his staff and his dog Bolly for company.
Bolly is a very good companion because it's all I've got. It gets extremely lonely here, although we've got about 50 staff between the two houses and some people on the farms and things. The neighbours are about a mile away. I have to find somebody as soon as possible, but they will be vetted by Bolly, because if he doesn't approve, then that's it, that's the end of it.
Sir Benjamin has been married once, but never had children. With his estates worth millions and now in retirement age, he's desperate for an heir to carry on his rich history.
I don't think I'm too old to have children, because I have 9 months' supply frozen in a sperm bank, and I can use that. And it's the only bank that didn't go bust in the recession. Everybody these days is on these dating sites, and so I don't know anything about it except that I read in the newspapers it's nothing but trouble.
Jess, one of Sir Benjamin's staff, is showing her boss how online dating works.
So there's the app there.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
So then you create a new account.
Yeah.
Put your date of birth in.
I don't like doing that, so I think we just knock a few years after 56.
So now we've got to take a picture. I think do something like this.
Why'd you do that? What's that mean?
It's just like down with the kids, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah? So if you turn your hand round.
Okay.
What do you think of that one?
God. Okay.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll, yeah. Him. Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I suppose he'll have to do. I buy the facelift. I'll be all right. Yeah.
That's what Photoshop's for.
What the hell's a Photoshop?
Despite his lack of understanding of modern technology, thanks to Jess, Sir Benjamin now has a Tinder profile.
Oh no, she's dreadful. Oh no, I don't like that one. Oh blimey. Well, she looks interesting. She's 58, it's a bit old for me.
Yeah, she looks a bit like Khloe Kardashian.
I don't watch the Kardashians. I think we'll move on. Can we sort of change the ages to under 40s?
I think we can in the settings.
Oh, don't like her. Oh, Godfathers. This is not my scene, really. They could be, you know, ladies of the night for all I know.
In Nottinghamshire, 53-year-old multi-millionaire insurance magnate John Radford and his 37-year-old wife Carolyn are preparing for a family day out at the football.
Excited. I think we've got a good chance. I'm positive myself.
John isn't just a supporter of his football club, he's actually the owner.
Mansfield Town was in dire straits, about to go under. I had a mad moment. I decided that I'd go and buy it. In 8 years, I've invested a lot of money into the football club. It's quite a few millions. I wouldn't like to say, I'd hate to say how much I've put in. But it is a passion of ours.
As owner of Mansfield Town FC, John made the controversial decision to appoint his then 29-year-old partner, Carolyn, as CEO.
I was the youngest chief executive at the time and one of only 2 other females that were doing the role in British football. So it was a little bit of a whirlwind going from kind of a normal business to the world of football.
When I announced that Karen was going to be the CEO, I didn't give a second thought. For me, it was just a natural progression, and I didn't have anything to worry about.
But not everyone felt the same way as John.
I'd often have thousands of people chanting abuse at me at football matches. I didn't realise that the perception of a woman going in would provoke such a reaction.
Off the pitch, the online trolls gathered.
I've tried to not look at comments on social media, but the problem is you can't help but just click on and see horrible posts. So it's all about you and your tits. You're nowhere close to promotion, which is nice. Hopefully you have a really good year this year and the chairman's wife doesn't dress like she's gagging for a baller's truncheon. Somebody else says gold digger, tart, hashtag sugar daddy. It's really hard when people presume, oh, she's only with John for his money, and actually that's not the case at all, and we were together when things weren't quite as glorious as they are now, and we worked really hard together, and I worked really hard to contribute to our family and to our businesses.
But with an older partner and such limited experience in football, Carolyn feels she has a lot to prove.
I try not to get down about it, but it would take a really, really hard person not to let it upset you.
In Liverpool, age gap millionaires 48-year-old Craig and 33-year-old Laura are starting a new business venture together.
We've developed a small company where we want to empower other people to learn DIY. We've built a studio at the house.
Using Craig's experience from hundreds of TV shows, the couple are making online videos as well as holding DIY classes.
Those of you who know my background, I work on makeover shows where we have to do it fast and it has to be perfect and a professional finish every time.
So I would normally just cut it out perfectly and then pop it on and then put my finishing coat over and dab it all over.
But what's it like running a new business when you are an age gap couple?
We can't really ever escape work.
Yeah.
We have to work really hard to make the time to separate having a dinner and talking about personal things rather than having that business head on all the time.
That honestly is your first attempt.
Unlike Craig, Laura doesn't have a background in DIY, but her older and experienced partner has been showing her the ropes.
Guess you've just taught me a few little extra tips here and there, but he needs to watch himself.
She's getting better than me.
Mrs. DIY's coming.
Yeah, Mrs. DIY's taking over me. Good, I can retire then.
And the busy DIY duo aren't just teaching others. They are currently building their own huge 8-bedroom dream home together.
We're probably only halfway through the landscape. We haven't done the front drive because it's massive, isn't it? You get 20-odd cars on there. That's the problem. The house is a little bit too big. There's 200 square metres of decking going around 6 corners of the house and also 88 metres on a balcony above us there.
Good job it's big, isn't it? Because when he gets on the wrong side of me, I could just parcel him off to the West Wing.
You didn't hear that, Nelly. You didn't hear that, darling.
Like most older women in an age gap relationship, millionaire Kelly is keen to stay in great shape for her younger partner, so regularly attends dance classes.
I'm going to my pole fitness studio where I exercise and move to music and have fun in a totally different way.
Kelly has been burlesque dancing not only for the exercise, but also to help her keep up with her much younger partner, Bill.
Quite honestly, it was part of getting back to in touch with my sensual side, getting back to being that whole, just feeling sexy again.
I think when she first told me about it, of course, it was a fantasy in my mind that there's all these women in white t-shirts throwing water at each other playing in the studio, which...
Pillow fights, yeah.
Pillow fights, right? That's where my mind went, obviously.
It's just very empowering. It makes you feel very strong, very sensual.
Nice! Yay! She may be in her late 50s, but that doesn't stop Kelly's desire to feel sexy.
I think for me, being active has certainly helped keep me active in the bedroom as well.
Flexible.
And flexible, okay, that too. Advantages of being with a younger man. Everything works.
Everything works, and then about every 20 minutes, we're good to go.
Yeah, there we go. So have you never seen the meme about having sex with an older woman? Hydrate well and bring snacks.
In Bristol, 73-year-old millionaire Sir Benjamin has pulled the plug on his attempt to find love online. Instead, he's trying a more traditional route, using the services of a millionaire matchmaker.
I love the company of women. It would be wonderful to have a partner, be in love. It'd be nice if she was up the duff. You're not allowed to say that, no.
What kind of age range is it that you're looking for?
Well, I think if I'm going to have children, it's probably, you target around about 35. I couldn't do anything under 30. What I like to do is I like to take them till they can shop till they drop. I like to give them their credit card and they can do what they want, and I love to take them to exotic meals and exotic places, and I want to shower them in jewellery and all the rest of it. The dog's got to approve as well, you see. He is slightly difficult.
What kind of things are you looking for?
I've got a requirement list here. It helps if she's Aquarius. I fit just like that with Aquariuses.
Okay.
And Libras are quite good. Absolutely no Scorpios. So I didn't like Guardian readers, Scorpios, drug users, alcoholics. Applicants must have a driving licence. Must be able to breed 2 sons, don't mind if she's bred before and is proven. A little private capital and income would be helpful.
So, obviously let's drop the breeding word.
Mustn't use that word.
No. I'm going to go back and we have a large team of matchmakers, and we can see if we can find the lady that you're looking for you. Good. Does that sound okay?
Brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. Can't wait, let's get started.
Yeah.
Age Gap millionaires Caroline and John are in the luxurious resort of Quinta de Lago in Portugal.
So this is our home away from home in Portugal, where we try and find some kind of solitude.
Like many successful millionaire couples, this jet-set pair love to invest in property.
Through here, pool area. This is the bar area where we can just relax here with nice drink. 3 stories, so it's a lot of steps. You know, why not? Okay. Then we come to the top floor here. We have a hot tub, which we haven't used yet. And then this is like a chill out area. It has such beautiful views as well over Portugal. And this is our swimming pool. And every swimming pool has got to have a unicorn. Isn't that right?
The couple bought the multi-million-pound property last year.
That was just a practice. That didn't count.
And there's another big purchase on the horizon.
The kids are now swimming, so I would like a new boat at some point.
Yacht. You're supposed to call it yacht.
It's like a new yacht at some point.
They are 1,000 miles away from Mansfield Football Club, but Carolyn's always on the job.
So we're here today to meet our new manager, John, seeing as though we just sacked our old manager. Or we, I say, John sacked the manager.
It was a decision we made. You left the room and said, do what you want.
This is one of the things of working together. Sometimes we don't agree on certain things.
If you leave the room and say, do what you want,
I didn't mean do what you want. I was trying to get my point of view across in a negative way.
Anyway, we've got a new manager.
And they've flown their new manager to Portugal for a briefing.
If we do want promotion, we need goals. And we were missing, we had Tyler and he was on loan. I'd like to move away from loan players if we can.
Carolyn's had a lot of criticism since her husband gave her the role of CEO of the football club. She's determined to prove the doubters wrong.
I really personally made sure that I work extremely hard and probably work twice as hard than a man would who was doing the same job as me.
We're going to need goals and a goal scorer.
I'd love to sign everybody, but you've got to make sure that the football club is sustainable. I want to prove that I am capable and qualified to be able to succeed in this industry.
The team have a major game on the horizon, and after a run of losses, both Carolyn and Mansfield Town need a win.
Bit tighter. Nicely done. Superb.
Back in Canada, there's a competitive match going on for closet space. Age gap millionaire Kelly and her much younger partner Bill both have their own competing collections.
My babies are kept downstairs locked up as they cost a fair bit more than most children do. Here we have the starting of my gun collection. Everything from 22 caliber handguns to 12 gauge shotguns.
This is my closet. So this is not a normal number of pairs of shoes. I don't know, roughly probably about 120 pairs of shoes and boots. This is my hobby slash passion slash problem.
When money is no object, it's easy to indulge your passions, whether it's shoes or guns.
Probably invested all in all just in firearms, probably about $20,000 Canadian. This is actually from 1941. This actually landed on D-Day in Normandy. $3,500, $4,000.
Louboutins, and they're very classic pumps, so they'll never go out of style. Came in just over $1,000.
Well, the most expensive would be this shotgun right here for trap. This one retails for about $5,000 US.
Heels make me feel very sexy, because when you're only 5'3", you need a little bit of help.
Whatever the gender, in most age gap millionaire relationships, it's the older partner that has the larger income.
When I met Bill, there was no, well, you've got a bigger house than me, or you've got a different career, or you make more money, because he knew he was at a different life stage than I was. So it removed all of that.
She was in business world and I'm in the transportation blue collar world. What's stopping me from getting more guns is, one, I need a bigger safe and a bigger room, which Kelly probably won't let me have right now because there's other priorities.
I need a bigger closet, because I didn't really think I would end up buying that many more, and I have. And Bill is going to build me a much larger closet so I can keep all my shoes together.
Not only has the 34-year-old toy boy lost the battle of the closets, to add insult to injury, he'll be the one building the new walk-in shoe wardrobe.
As much as I spend a lot of money on shoes, I spend probably as much money on lingerie as well.
Which I'll never complain about.
Bill and Kelly don't have children together, although Kelly has 2 sons from her first marriage.
I didn't go to university for plate setting.
Don't make me stab you, okay? Take these and the plates over there and set the table, please.
Bill is closer in age to Kelly's sons than he is to Kelly.
Well, when they first started seeing each other, I think Bill was 28, and yeah, so we were like 18, 19, so we're like, oh.
I think it was a bit weird at first, just because, I mean, he's still in his 20s at that point, and I was almost 20, so I was like, wow, he's closer to my age than he is to my mom's age.
When I first met Bill, I mean, I would say that was part of the initial conversations of, you know, what do you think about children? I have 2 boys, are you okay with that? Do you want children? And Bill was very adamant from the very beginning that he didn't want children.
She's happier than I've ever seen her, so I think that's a reflection of what Bill has done and what Bill's brought to this family, so I support it, absolutely.
As long as he keeps her happy, then he can stay around.
Back in the UK, Sir Benjamin's millionaire matchmaker has found him a date.
I think I'll have a fizzy water. I should have said Chateau Latour, shouldn't I?
For the 73-year-old, there's a lot riding on this.
Look, it's a complete disaster if I don't have children, but I haven't actually had any children. I would like to have children. I don't want to work forever, and it'd be nice to pass on the responsibility to some other children as soon as possible. Hi.
Hi.
My name's Ben Slade, and yours is?
Ivana.
Ivana?
Ivana, yes.
Ivana. Now, Ivana, would you like a drink or something?
Yes, I'd love a glass of rosé.
Very good seeing you. Yeah. Which star sign are you?
Gemini.
Oh,
But-
no. Cheers. Right. Now, let's get down to business.
Okay.
What do you do for a profession?
So I'm a cognitive behavioral therapist specializing in anxiety, depression and stress, and I also do life and business coaching.
Why are you considering an older man?
I used to date much younger people. And it's just like they don't want the same things as I do. Like they don't want to settle down.
I'm looking for a younger lady because I'm family-minded, in other words.
Lovely.
I want to start a family. So what sort of age are you?
So I'm 38.
I tell everybody I'm 56, but I'm lying. I lie about, if women can lie about their age, I can lie about my age.
That's true.
Nobody believes me, but actually I think I'm 73.
So 73.
It's only 35 years, that's nothing.
It's nothing. The age gap isn't important to me at all. So what are you looking for in a partner?
Well, obviously I'm looking for love and companionship and somebody to be with, because it's a bit boring in the evenings with just me and the Jack Russell Terrier.
The date I felt went very well. There is a 35 years between us, but it somehow got lost in a conversation. It's just been lovely chatting to him. It literally didn't matter at all.
I think we clicked extremely well, and should we be blessed with children, I think we could do a good team effort.
Well, it was absolutely lovely meeting you. Hopefully see you soon.
Definitely.
Yeah?
What are you doing this weekend?
In Liverpool, 48-year-old Craig is hoping a facial will help roll back the years.
You're going to make me 25 years younger, is it?
No, 20.
20, okay.
Having a much younger wife does have its benefits, but it's also a constant reminder that you are no longer a spring chicken.
Craig's going to be knocking on the door of 50. I mean, mortifies me.
Thanks, Alan. Though some of the noise is a bit scary, you sound like the dentist.
It's just nice to be horizontal. And even better, Craig's getting younger. Aren't you, darling?
It's like winding the clock back, isn't it? It's just taking me back to the 90s.
I remember the 1990s.
Yeah.
Although probably not
Junior
the way
school.
that Craig remembers it.
Can you recognise me, Laura?
I've not had a good study of you yet.
I'll keep talking just in case you don't recognise me. Oh, there you go. Look, I think it's took 10 years off Laura. She looks a little bit closer to my age now, yeah.
In Canada, Kelly and Bill are determined their millionaire age gap relationship will not succumb to the 7-year itch.
Hard to believe it's been almost 7 years, my darling.
I know. It's like I got to remind myself there's an age gap, right?
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't really matter whether it's 2 years or 22 years. If we're not communicating and doing what we always do, it wouldn't work.
If you don't have chemistry, you don't have chemistry, no matter how old you are, right? Take care of each other, love each other.
Kelly is passionate, loving, unconditionally. She's 5'3". She's not a tall lady, and she'll stand out in the room.
Bill takes very good care of me. He's a very wonderful partner. Here's to another 25 years, minimum.
In Mansfield, it's match day.
Daddy, you can tell me which way to go.
I can tell you which way to go, but you've never flown a helicopter before, so it might be a bit dangerous. Hey.
Millionaire age gap couple John and Carolyn are running late, so are taking their private helicopter to the game.
There's a stadium down there.
It's a big game for 37-year-old CEO Carolyn. After a difficult start to the season, she needs a win.
I've really had to go above and beyond to prove myself as a woman working within a male-dominated industry. I want to prove to other people that I am capable and qualified to be able to succeed in this industry.
It's a really important match day for age gap millionaires John and Carolyn Radford, who have invested millions into their local football club.
The manager, John Dempster, will be under a lot of pressure as he's looking for his first home win against bottom of the league Scunthorpe United.
And it's not only the manager under pressure. 37-year-old Carolyn feels she has a lot to prove.
I never imagined that I was going to be a CEO of a football club. I guess it's been a steep learning curve for me.
If the team doesn't get the result the club needs, she could get the blame.
Mansfield come close, but they're unable to put the ball in the net.
I think I've really had to develop a thick skin to work within football because of some of the comments that have been made towards me.
In the past, people have labelled Carolyn a gold digger and called her older husband John her sugar daddy.
Mansfield take the lead, and the home crowd are off their feet.
It's all worthwhile when you see the reactions of the fans, you know, how truly grateful they are and the people in Mansfield are, because I think if you ask any of the fans or anybody that I work with, my colleagues, they'll say that I work very hard and do a very good job.
And that's the final whistle. Mansfield win their first home game of the season.
Carolyn is proving the doubters wrong. She may well be 16 years younger than John.
Thank you, everyone!
But she's more than a match for her successful millionaire husband.
Cheers.
Cheers, well done.
Cheers.
As the Radfords celebrate their crucial win, 73-year-old Sir Benjamin Slade is also hoping for success, as 38-year-old Ivana has taken up his invitation for a second date at his country estate.
Hi. Nice to see you
I
again.
have some flowers for you, my dear. Very good seeing you. Looking absolutely fabulous.
So do you.
And your hair, it's just you've washed it this morning, you've done it this morning.
Well, I straightened it this morning.
Looking very smart.
This is absolutely lovely.
It's all fallen down over there.
Yeah.
I need some cash to repair that
All
bit.
right, okay.
It's only £1 million.
Before the date can go any further, Sir Benjamin must get approval from his very fussy best friend.
Come on, Bully. Right. This is Bully.
Hello, Bully.
His real name is Abollisterius, who was
All right.
early. If he's bad, he's Bully. You know?
Does he get bad?
Oh, well, he is. He's bipolar. 1 minute he's smiling and then he can turn. He can't help it.
All right, okay.
Well, they seem to get on well together, don't they? Good boy, Bolly. Good boy.
Thankfully, Bolly likes Ivana, so she can get the full tour of his grand house.
This is the Monmouth room, which used to be my old room.
Wow.
And I used to like it because I could shoot out of each window in a different direction. This is the King's room.
Oh, wow.
It has magic qualities. 5 people who got married had a baby 9 months later.
All right.
Some people want to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
And if they are successful on a wedding night, then they come across and they ring the bell like this.
Is it a proper church bell? Like?
Yes.
Right, so let's say I've been successful. Oh, it's actually quite heavy.
Yeah, pull.
It's like going around Buckingham Palace. It's a beautiful place, inside and out. Really, really, I think they preserve the history in here.
Talking about history, Sir Benjamin has some of his own to share.
This is my favourite Russian girlfriend.
Okay.
And this is the Spanish girlfriend. And she's part Iraqi, part English, that lady there.
After showing off his past conquests, Sir Ben is pulling out all the stops.
Oh, this looks beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank
You
you.
like rosé?
Yeah, I love rosé.
Good.
You?
Yeah, it's a good one too. So I didn't know what you like, so we got one of everything. Every fish in the seas in this place.
Our lobster I've never tried.
Never?
No.
Oh.
I would like to try though.
Everybody eats lobster. And then you have things for cracking the claws. I've got all the machinery.
I loved the way Ben treated me. I haven't been treated like this for a very long time. I actually can't remember the last time I was treated like this. Flowers, lovely lunch put out for me.
And then you push out
Yeah.
like that, and you go like that, you know. She is fascinating to talk to, and I think I got on really well with her.
Yeah, Ben is the oldest that I've ever been on a date with. It was very different in every aspect from young guys. But again, there's a lot of good in how different it was.
Millionaire age gap couple Craig and Laura are getting ready for a celebrity event in Liverpool.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Craig is the oldest partner Laura has ever had.
Before I met Craig, would I have had sort of preconceptions of age gap relationships? Yeah, I possibly would have done. I mean, I think if we'd have met a lot younger, I think then it would have posed a problem.
I never was always envisioned I'd be with a younger woman, but it doesn't feel that. It genuinely and honestly doesn't feel that. I'm 47. I don't feel like I'm 47. Sometimes I feel like I'm 21, which is a problem.
When you meet somebody, it either works or it doesn't. And for us, it worked like that.
Oh, wow. Look at you. You look like a princess. Should we go? We're running late.
Well, you're looking mighty fine. I agree.
Thank you very much. Let's do it.
This age gap couple work hard, but also enjoy the high life.
Come along. Let's go.
With their joint business off to a flying start, Craig is keen to embark on another joint project, their second child.
I've always wanted, you know, I've always visualised more children around me.
And Laura now agrees.
A lot of people ask us about, you know, how would we feel if we waited another few years and, you know, Craig would be, you're going to be 50. We have discussed that, and we will have another once we've got Nelly into a better routine.
Yeah, another.
I'd say
1, 2 or 3.
But Craig thinks that we're going to have 3 or 4.
Why not?
We're not. Draw the line.
And what about our other millionaire who is desperate for a child?
Would you like to see each other again?
No, definitely, most definitely. I've got to.
I'd like to see Ben again as well. It was really, truly
You could teach me some ballroom dancing, couldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I could. You know, you could even dance here. Look at this place.
The ideal thing would be to be married in a few years' time, and as quick as possible, really, and have 2 sons, 2, 3 would be better, and to get on with it, really. So, what are you up to this weekend?
Age gap relationships are more popular than ever.
He owns item of clothes older than me.
Particularly with super rich entrepreneurs.
I went from being not exactly cash poor, but to having 1.5 billion.
I had 5 Ferraris. I used to have one for the summer and one for the winter.
But age-defying romance when you're a multi-millionaire has its highs and its lows.
I quit. She's supposed to be the gold digger. You know, the stereotypical young girl with the old man.
I have plenty of small bags, baby, but I don't have an overnight bag.
In this programme, we meet the super rich couples who are decades apart, each facing their own obstacles.
Being a dad again at 61 is challenging.
And the millionaire who is still searching for her toy boy, Mr. Right.
Oh, he looks cute. I am concerned sometimes that they're after my money rather than my body.
The question is, does money or love conquer all?
For richer, for poorer.
For richer or richer. Or, excuse me, richer or poorer.
Hairdressing for 45 years, and I still don't get a break at home.
Multi-millionaire Nikki Clark has cut the hair of A-list celebrities, movie stars and even royalty.
Just give those a minute to cook.
But nobody is as important as today's client, his partner Kelly.
A nice treat for you to do it.
Yeah, it is.
61-year-old Nikki and 37-year-old Kelly have been together for 11 years.
So we have a 23-year age gap.
God, it is, isn't it?
Actually, guys, it's 24.
We haven't got much time.
Okay.
The car's arriving in 5 minutes.
Today, Nikki and Kelly are heading to their luxurious holiday home in Mallorca for their 3-month summer break.
Come on, let's go.
Thanks. Nikki and I first met when I was working as his assistant in the salon.
And Ben is my PA.
For me, it wasn't love at first sight. I didn't fancy you or anything, really. When I was, at the salon, it definitely was more of a more gradual thing, which I think was nice, actually.
Yeah, no, I think the same. I think, you don't...
You didn't fancy me straight off.
I didn't, actually. You were a young junior.
Lie.
What are you?
2 years ago, when Nikki was 59, an age when most people are slowing down, he became a father again to son Nico.
I mean, being a dad again at 61 is challenging, there's no doubt about that.
But in just a few months' time, he's about to do it all over again.
I should be driving Ferraris and, doing all the stuff that you do, at this age, when you get to that point, and I shouldn't really be changing nappies and getting up at 6 in the morning.
Okay, darling, so where do you think we should go?
I don't know, darling.
Well, we could go around the outside of the track. It's quite a long ride and there's some steep hills.
In Belgium, 66-year-old billionaire John Cordwell and his 35-year-old girlfriend Modesta Vesnes-Keiter are hitting the open road together.
Let's take the first 10 minutes easy, because I need to warm up.
Okay, let's go.
Cycling with somebody 31 years your junior would be challenging enough for most people, but Modesta is also an ex-road racing cyclist. She even represented Lithuania at the Olympics in Beijing.
I could help you to go up, you just...
I don't need any help, you cheeky monkey.
The couple met 5 years ago on a charity bike ride for Prince Albert in Monaco.
I'd only just split up with my previous partner, and I was cycling along the seafront down in more towards Saint-Tropez, and then in front of me is a whole clutch of cyclists, and they're all men. But then I see this blonde ponytail right at the front, and of course I was attracted by the blonde ponytail and this very slim, athletic girl. So I got to the group of guys and then sort of slid my way through and sat next to Modesta and said hi, and then just got chatting to her.
John has been married twice and has 5 children.
I really liked his confidence. I thought, oh my goodness, who are you? I didn't thought that he's wealthy at all.
I've got raggy clothes, haven't I?
And very raggy clothes, and he didn't look at all wealthy, spoiled, or just snobby man.
But little did she know, John is one of the UK's wealthiest men. He founded the mobile phone retailer Phones For You in 1987.
Let's go in here for a quick stop.
John sold the business in 2006 for £1.5 billion.
Hey, come here. You look after yourself. You.
Modesta has been married once and has one son.
I have to be honest, the first year we started to date, it's quite weird for myself to be with a man who is 30 years old, and first year I thought, what's wrong with me? But it just was, like John, he's like a magnet. You can't do anything, you just want to be with him because I have so much fun with him.
Most women, they're not anywhere near adventurous enough for me because I love doing everything, you know, flying helicopters, flying airplanes, sailing boats, cycling, skiing, and so to have a girlfriend that keeps up with me is really good.
A lot of tension, those neck and shoulders. Are you dating anyone at the moment, Lynn?
Nobody in particular.
Okay, but you're going on dates?
I'm going on dates.
In London, millionaire businesswoman Lynn Cecil is indulging in one of her favourite pastimes, her weekly 2-hour massage.
So what are you looking for in a man, Lynn?
I'm particularly attracted to tall men because they make you feel small and feminine.
So all finished now, Lynn, so we're going to get you up now, OK?
Lynn started online dating a few years ago.
There you go. How do you feel? Yeah, good.
The 72-year-old frequently dates men 40 years her junior.
OK, who's that with?
I didn't set out to start dating younger men, but when I started dating, online dating, I found men my age really, on the whole, were old. They tend quite often to be grey of hair, grey of face and grey of personality. Here's my profile, loving laughter, 62. I've lied about my age, I'm 72.
Lynn uses a website that's dedicated to older women looking for toy boys.
Oh, he looks cute. 34, in the city, looking for an older woman. Lover of deep house and comedy. What is deep house? Don't know what deep house is. I'm really hoping for an attraction and a relationship. Sex is easy, it's a WhatsApp away for all of us, but, you know, you want more than that, really.
Lynn has a first date this evening.
So tonight is Rob, 24, West Sussex. He looks really cute. Sense of humour, quick-witted. Wow, that sounds good. And he's 6'1". How lovely is that? Bring it on.
Well, you know, we are driving a McLaren. You know, we do roll in the Rolls-Royce Phantom drop head from time to time.
In Phoenix, Arizona, multi-millionaire John Mallett is on his way to a date night with his fiancée.
I'm really not a flashy guy, but I like nice things.
John is a serial entrepreneur. He's invested in pharmaceutical, cosmetic and property companies and is worth millions.
I've been with my partner for 3 years. People thought it wouldn't last because, of course, you know, she's half my age, and she's supposed to be the gold digger.
Cheers, ladies. You kept calling me mommy yesterday.
48-year-old John is dating Najla.
We just go. We just go.
She's 23 years his junior.
Hi, Daddy.
I'll see you.
And at 25, Najla is younger than John's eldest two daughters, Carissa and Lauren.
Good.
You guys hanging out with your stepmom?
We've been calling her Mom.
It's pretty fancy.
I think when people see me with John's girls out and we're with John, I think they think of us as just friends. We kind of joke, this is my mom, this is my mom. And they're like kind of shocked.
The couple's age gap relationship hasn't all been plain sailing.
We had people making up stories, making up lies, like going out of their way to tell lies to get us to break up.
And when your partner's a millionaire twice your age, there is one allegation that's bound to come your way.
People, they have these names, gold digger, and you know, that's the main one.
He's a grandpa, here's your dad.
Yeah.
But despite the naysayers, John proposed to Najla in 2017.
I'm very excited to get married to John. Like this, I've been waiting for this for a couple years now.
The wedding is just weeks away, and I'm a little bit nervous, but definitely anxious.
In Belgium, 66-year-old billionaire John Cordwell is indulging in one of his very expensive hobbies.
There's no such thing as an inexpensive motorsport.
Good luck, baby. Good luck.
These are a fantastic racing car. It's just great fun to drive. These cost about £100,000.
But the £100,000 race car is only the tip of the iceberg for the cost of his hobby.
Well, I'm sitting on something, Steve.
He employs a whole team of mechanics and coaches, which sets him back hundreds of thousands of pounds each year. But for one of the UK's wealthiest men, this is just small change.
John?
Keen, isn't she? How many women are like that, really keen to watch a race?
Supporting John is his 35-year-old girlfriend, Modesta, and her 8-year-old son, Leo.
The age gap between us is 31 years, and I certainly don't notice it. I don't notice any age gap at all. And you?
Yeah. I've noticed. I feel much older than you.
You feel much older than me.
John and Modesta have been together for 5 years.
John is my first boyfriend at that big age gap. He is very young in his heart.
I am very adventurous, and I've got very little fear.
Oh my goodness, what's happened?
After 3 laps, John's car is missing.
I feel a little bit funny, you know, I'm a little bit nervous. Let's go this way. What's happened?
No, I think he got hit at the back. I think he got spun, and then the clutch wouldn't work.
Oh my God.
He was doing so well.
I know. Oh, but he's safe, he's all right.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
that's good. That's
it's just
good.
the sap.
He just had a little accident, but he's safe. Oh, he's there. Go.
I got knocked off again.
No.
John won't let his age hold him back, although he admits he does sometimes feel it.
Still got no barriers whatsoever, in spite of all the scars of life. You know, I've had so many crashes. But what I've got to remind me of my age is a huge amount of aches and pains. I've got the zest and love of life of a 20-year-old, but in the mornings I feel like I'm 96.
Millionaire Lynn Cecil is 6 years older than John and also prefers younger partners. Men her age just can't keep up.
They're more fun, they're not set in their ways. They're more appreciative, I think.
But when you're a millionaire, dating can raise some insecurities.
I am concerned sometimes when dating younger men that they're after my money rather than my body. I would hope that I would be sensible enough to pick up on that.
Lynn's date tonight is 24-year-old Rob.
Hi Rob. Hi Lynn, you alright?
Yeah. How are you?
Lovely to meet you. I'm good, thank you.
And you?
You look absolutely beautiful.
Ah, thank you.
Rob is 48 years younger than Lynn.
So, don't really know where to start. Tell me about yourself.
Okay, we could do that. But I don't know about you, I'm desperate for a drink. Shall we get a drink?
Yeah.
When I go on dates with younger men, I tend to find that at the start they're quite nervous, so I would try and put them at their ease. Well, here's to adventures.
Adventures?
Cheers.
Cheers.
As well as a massive age gap, there is a huge gap in their net worth.
So, I went to university for a bit.
What did you study?
Philosophy. I like thinking about the world. I like thinking about the universe.
Right, okay.
So, do you go to cinema much?
Yeah, cinema. I went to see A Star Is Born, real chick flick. Bohemian Rhapsody, the Freddie Mercury. What have you been to see?
I've seen a lot of superhero things. I'm very big into that. I'm a bit of a geek in that sense. I'm very uncultured. Are we okay to eat this with our hands? Yeah, it's not like a...
No. I think actually the best way is probably to pick it up with your hands.
I like trying new things, but the only time I've ever had anything with avocado in it just wasn't very nice. You didn't see anything? Yeah, I think the date's going really well with Lynn. I really like her. I think she's very bubbly, she's very confident, and she's very pretty as well, so that's always a bonus.
Well, looks like the evening has come to an end.
I know, feels like we've just started as well.
It's really flown by.
I know, but thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
And I'd love to see you again.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Good to meet you.
And you. Could I have your number, please?
Of course you can.
Excellent.
That date went really well. I think he might have fancied me because he asked my number, bless him, which was lovely, and he seemed to enjoy the kisses. Unfortunately, I didn't fancy him.
Hey, Ralph.
Hi, Ralph.
Hi, Kelly.
61-year-old multi-millionaire Nikki and his partner, 37-year-old Kelly, are also on a date in the playground of the super-rich Puerto Portals in Mallorca.
Look, this one?
That's nice. I do love yellow. It's a nice.
But before they wine and dine, they are hitting the designer shops.
Kelly probably is the biggest shopper.
You love to shop
I do,
too.
but there's a point, when you get to a certain age, you see, you've got most things.
He owns items of clothes older than me.
Older than her.
Nikki is one of the UK's most recognised and celebrated hairstylists.
I'm very proud of my success. I was raised in southeast London, in a council house. I started an apprenticeship at 16, and I really haven't looked back. So do you like this one?
I think it's really nice.
Cool.
Yeah, you should get
Good.
it.
Okay, sold.
Okay.
How to spend £1,000 really quickly.
And after 28 years of running a successful business, Nikki is a multi-millionaire and can afford to treat his family to the things he loves to do.
The obvious perk to being successful is that it gives you freedom. It gives you the freedom of choice. It gives you that freedom of experiences.
Nikki loves spending time on the boat, and billionaire John Cordwell shares his passion, although his boat is slightly bigger. John's is a £73 million super yacht. He and Modesta are moored off the south of France.
I bought the yacht 9 years ago, And right from the beginning, my ambition was to make it the most desirable yacht on the ocean. The facilities are all absolutely perfect. Most important thing of all is that you get your crew to be the most fantastic crew in terms of friendliness and efficiency.
John is a self-made man. He wasn't born into money.
Yeah, I was brought up in the back streets, the terrace streets of Stoke-on-Trent, and there was no money in the family at all. You know, we were poor.
John and Modesta have just celebrated their 5-year anniversary, but don't yet live together.
Modesta lives in the south of France and I live in sunny Stoke-on-Trent. It's a bit of a contrast, but we just make the relationship work by Modesta commuting whenever she can. I do as well, but I've got so many commitments, it's very, very difficult. And it is challenging, but I guess that keeps the relationship even fresher.
Absence does make the heart grow fonder.
Can't wait for our romantic dinner. Just you and me.
Just you and I tonight, nobody else. Yeah.
On this beautiful boat.
Back in Phoenix, 48-year-old millionaire John Mallett and his 25-year-old girlfriend Najla already live together and are just weeks away from the next big step, their wedding. They haven't had the easiest time as a couple. Their family have objected to their relationship.
In the beginning, my family members didn't take the relationship serious, even to the point that one of my daughters flat out basically refused to meet her.
John has 4 children from 2 previous marriages. His daughter Jessica had strong opinions on her dad's age gap relationship.
I refused to meet her. I didn't want to meet her. I didn't want anything to do with her. I think the defining moment that changed for me was when, after my dad proposed, that was when I realized that they were happy.
But not all of John's family have come around to their relationship and the wedding.
My mother certainly would not approve, and she won't be there. So, yeah, not all of our family will be there.
You might think most parents would be happy for their daughter to marry a millionaire, but that wasn't the case for Najla's father.
I was nervous about John meeting my dad because John is white.
A lot of people have issues with people with different color skin, or because someone's got a 23-year age gap. I don't know. It's strange to me.
Najla's father still has strong concerns. They aren't sure he'll even come to their wedding.
I'll have them then.
You watched the play?
Nikki Clark, partner Kelly and son Nico are in their £1 million apartment in Mallorca. This is the last break they will have as a family of 3.
I'm pregnant with our second child.
Are you?
Don't be stupid.
Nico?
Exactly.
This isn't Nikki's first time at parenthood. He also has 2 grown-up children.
I think my older children were probably slightly surprised when, I said that we were going to have children. They probably have slightly more conservative attitudes to things. And should we do some melon?
And 2 years ago, Nikki's eldest son became a father, making Nikki a granddad.
What about salad? Are you a bit young for salad? What?
With a 28-year age gap between his children,
Nico, do you want some bread?
it's easy to forget the challenges that come with toddlers.
Why don't you sit on Daddy's lap?
Want to sit on my lap?
Yeah. Or why don't you move there, Nikki?
I think not.
Come and find a straw with me then. Come on, good boy. Come this way.
Nikki has found there are benefits to being a dad in your 60s.
I'll start, I think. I'm definitely more patient with him, and I certainly can take more time. I'm not necessarily on every single day working from 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. Wow, it's swimming time.
There may be upsides, but there are also downsides.
Ready? I think there are certainly problems that can throw up when you've got massive age gaps. Ready? Up we go. The sheer fact that you've got somebody who's maybe not going to be around for important years, I don't know.
Ready?
Oh, don't you just feel so good to be alive when the sun's shining? Top off on the car.
In London, millionaire Lynn is in her limited edition sports car and heading to visit her 99-year-old mother.
I'm currently driving a Lexus 430 SC. Apparently it's quite rare.
Lynn started her own recruitment business at the age of 27, and it wasn't long before it was turning over millions.
I've had some lovely cars over the years. I had 5 Ferraris. I used to have one for the summer and one for the winter because you need a convertible in the summer.
But before the sports cars and the ab-fab lifestyle, Lynn had a vital item to purchase on her shopping list.
The first thing I did that was really important, I bought my parents a house. And my mother's still there today. It was wonderful to be able to make a difference to my parents' life. Hi, Mum, I'm home. Hi, Mum, would you like a cup of tea? Yes, please, dear.
Lynn's mum, Barbara, is just 70 days off her 100th birthday.
Darling, 1 cup of tea.
Oh, lovely.
Lynn always updates her mum with news of her love life.
I have to confess to you, Mother, that I had dinner with a 24-year-old. Not for me.
And at 99, Barbara is just as strong and open-minded as her daughter.
I don't mind her going out with younger men. I raised strong, independent daughters. I think somebody like James Bond will suit her. Suits me.
All right, here we go.
Okay. 1, 2, back straight, 9.
If you are dating someone half your age, you want to be able to keep up with them.
I quit.
And to do that, you need to keep fit.
Baby, I'm just trying to get you looking good for the wedding, baby.
48-year-old John is being put through his paces by his 25-year-old fitness trainer fiancée, Najla.
2 more. With our wedding coming up, I want John to be in the best shape of his life because I think he would look way more hotter. 1 more, baby. Nice work.
These 20-year-olds can't compete with me.
And after a good physical workout, the pair decide to give John's credit card a bit of exercise.
Oh, it's Valentino. Cute. I have plenty of small bags, baby, but I don't have an overnight bag.
Najla has a gazillion handbags. I'm always popping up with a new bag or a pair of shoes or something for her. I love getting her stuff.
It's super cute.
I like it.
I love it.
John is very generous with gifts for Najla.
A couple nice purses, a couple shoes, a couple trips, brand new Mercedes convertible car for Christmas.
Yeah, just a little Christmas gift, a nice Mercedes AMG convertible.
That's gorgeous. People having these ideas about me being after him for his money. I guess I could understand where they're coming from, but that's not what it is at all.
Can we take a look at this?
It was John's personality. It's not about money or the stuff. It's about love.
It's $1,049.
Thank you, baby.
I love doing this. You know, puts a smile on her face.
Nikki and Kelly are back in London and have an appointment at an exclusive private hospital.
This is the baby's heartbeat.
It's quite fast, isn't it?
It's always across the head like this. Yeah. Wow, okay. The placenta is at the back, and that looks healthy and well. There's plenty of fluid around the little one.
Oh, that's good.
The legs are up here.
I can't even see legs. Let me look at the sex. I can see the spine.
There's the spine.
That I can see. I mean, it's.
And there's the head. I was actually looking to see if I could see some hair, Nikki. You see a little tiny bit just along here, but there's not much. It's a bit early.
The baby is due in just over 2 months' time, so Nikki and Kelly have arranged to look at the delivery suite.
Thank you.
This room's similar to what you had last, right? Yeah. Yep. You'll have your postnatal support here, the midwife will look after you, your consultant will still be checking on you. Are you planning on breastfeeding this time? Yeah. Yep.
Kelly will be having a caesarean section, as she did with Nico.
When Nico was born, I stayed in the Portland for 5 or 6 days, and I plan to do the same this time. Not only for the care, but the food was pretty good. Afternoon tea every day, which was lovely.
Right, I'll just show you the other side of the suite. So this is the living room area.
Yep.
Is this where I'll be staying?
Yeah. Sofa pulls out.
Prices for a suite at the Portland for 6 nights start at around £19,000.
That's it.
I'm done.
Perfect, that's him sorted.
Yep, that's me sorted.
Nikki and Kelly are in good company in choosing this hospital. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan, had their son Archie here.
It will be here before you know it.
John Cordwell and his girlfriend Modesta are in John's home county of Staffordshire.
We're going to visit the new Cordwell International Children's Centre. This centre has been built specially to help children with over 650 illnesses, but also to specialise in children with autism.
The centre cost £18 million. John became a billionaire in 2006.
When I sold the business, I went from being not exactly cash poor, but not having a lot of cash, to having 1.5 billion, which is a huge sum of money, and it immediately troubled me as to what I was going to do with that when I died. And I knew I didn't want to leave it all to my children and family because it didn't make any sense. That sum of money is preposterous.
He's decided to leave 70% of his wealth to charity.
Hello. Hi, John Cordwell.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We're coming to have a look round because we are wondering whether or not to get one of our children assessed.
So you think he's got autistic tendencies, do you? Yeah.
Good to see you.
Modesta also shares John's passion for charity.
I can't imagine being with a woman that wasn't charitable. And I can't imagine being with anybody that's more charitable than Modesta. She's just so passionate about it.
How old are you?
19.
19, oh, big boy.
Fancy a go, John?
How could I refuse?
Just have a drive around. Hold on tight.
It's so special to be able to change people's lives. You know, I can go out and do all the wonderful things that rich people do, you know, with boats and planes and all of that fun. And I really do enjoy all that, but the joy of doing this probably way surpasses that.
At 72 and currently dating men 40 years her junior, Lynn invests heavily in attempting to turn back the clock.
I feel relaxed just watching. I'm not even the one having the treatment.
I just need the help, darling. Don't want any sagging and bagging.
Today, she is having a facial treatment and is joined by her best friend Hugh.
To keep myself looking as good as I can, I do work at it a bit, if I'm honest. I have 2-hour massages, Pilates every week for an hour and a half, facials every couple of weeks.
So what's been happening since I saw you last? Fill me in.
First of all, I had a date with a 24-year-old.
And how was it?
Do you know, he was really lovely.
I feel a butt coming.
Just as a friend.
Was it the age that put you off? Was it just a bit too young?
He hadn't had avocado before.
Oh, blimey.
A girl doesn't mind educating a man a bit,
Yeah.
but there is a limit. So I think I'm going to look for a little bit older.
Right.
And I've been looking online. I've got various possibilities. I think on the whole, my friends are amused by me dating younger men. I guess it makes a topic of conversation, I don't know. Some are horrified, the more conservative ones.
Cheers, darling.
Hello,
handsome. Children, some to a previous relationship.
Some to a previous relationship.
Some, yeah. 7? Is he a Von Trapp?
5.
How many
You must know
sons?
how many children you have.
Maybe- Well, Boris
What?
Johnson doesn't. So,
He says open-minded. I always think that means they're looking for a lot of sex. Kinky sex,
well,
right?
tick.
Right. Oh. That's not the best photo he could have taken, right?
He's really handsome.
Oh.
He'd probably be fun to shag, but I think he's probably got more prospects to date.
I would love to have somebody special in my life, although I have a great family and friends that I spend lots of time with. It would be a bonus if I found that special person.
It's the morning of John and Najla's big day, and the couple still aren't sure if her father is going to walk her down the aisle. While Najla is getting ready, John's having a drink to steady his nerves.
I've been married twice before. This one is, before I felt like I was in love, but I was missing the feeling. You know, it's crazy to have such a big difference in age, but here's the deal. I think the maturity level's about the same. I might be a little less mature than her, so it tends to work out extremely well.
The ceremony is less than an hour away, and it's going to be a grand affair with over 200 guests.
How much is the wedding going to cost? We're pushing 6 figures on this deal.
But all the money in the world doesn't mean as much to Najla as her dad being there for her big moment. And he's just arrived.
So my dad's gonna be walking me down the aisle today. I'm actually really excited about it because I wasn't sure if he wanted to be a part of this, but turns out that he's happy to be here.
And her mum's there too.
It's absolutely gorgeous, bangingly gorgeous. Yeah, she's wearing that dress. Very, very happy for her and John because I see his real love is true.
I'm shaking.
72-year-old millionaire Lynn Cecil is dressed to impress and heading on another date.
Hi. These are for you.
Lynn's decided to go for a slightly older man this time, 31-year-old Manveer.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, how have you been? I haven't seen you for a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
This isn't the couple's first date.
I originally had a date with Manveer a couple of years ago, and then it sort of fizzled out. Anyway, we're getting together again. So obviously neither you or I have got married in the last couple of years.
Not in the last couple of years, no. So how young are you dating at the moment?
I did have a date with a 24-year-old.
Oh, wow.
So how much older have you dated?
Oh, I guess in the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, generally.
You know I'm a year or two older than that.
I do.
I mean, obviously I'd have lied about my age online.
You know what the problem is? I think it's because you just look so young. I just
you are
assumed.
Mr. Smooth.
Manveer has been dating older women for the last 5 years.
Most of my friends are older, and yeah, kind of feel like I was born in the wrong time. I really do.
Well, it's been lovely seeing you.
And you.
Hope to see you again.
Yep. Although I'm not 24, so I don't know.
Neither am I.
I'll be in touch. Yeah, great.
I'll head off now.
Great.
Thank you
lovely
so
to
much.
see you.
Thank you, darling.
No, it's been lovely to see you. Honestly.
And you.
Right.
It was really nice to see Manveer again. He is such a lovely man. He's genuine. He is drop-dead gorgeous, easy to talk to, interesting. Just really lovely.
Lynn dated Manveer again 2 weeks later.
We laughed a lot together. We had a lot in common. There seemed to be a spark. So I'm hoping this one might go further.
It's a big day in the Clark household.
Look at this, Ismael.
It's their son's second birthday.
So we're having a party for Nico's birthday today, and we've got a jungle theme.
Kelly's parents and Nikki's 96-year-old mum, along with other family and friends, have come to celebrate.
It's nice for us. I'm really close to my mum and dad, and Nikki gets on really, really well with them. Nikki is 5 days older than my mum. So that's could be interesting for some people, but it's just what it is for us. And I think even though my parents are quite young for their age, Nikki's so much younger. He doesn't seem like the same age as my parents.
Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
They're very happy together, and that's very important to me. He's a very good dad, very good to Kelly. Nikki's very young in his ways and Kelly's very mature, so they probably meet in the middle for that reason.
There isn't long to go until baby number 2 arrives.
You see the snake in there? Can you see the snake?
10 worms wriggling.
Oh no! I am looking forward to baby number 2. I think.
Excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Are you?
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
So they are both looking forward to their new arrival. Only time will tell if it's Nikki's last.
Dear Nico, happy birthday to you. Yeah! Yeah! Wow!
Across London, the creme de la creme are gathering for a charity ball. It's hosted each year by John Cordwell.
The main pinnacle of our fundraising is the Butterfly Ball. And it's crucial that we make a success of it because it raises more money than any other event by a long way. We have about 700 or 800 guests every year.
Since becoming a billionaire at the age of 49, he has dedicated the majority of his time to his children's charity.
It's a mix of very wealthy people, celebrities, and sometimes royalty.
Modesta has become an ambassador for the charity. She organises her own fundraising ball and bike ride in Monaco each year.
It's very exciting. It's a very special day.
Long-distance relationships aren't for everyone, but John and Modesta make it work.
We just celebrate our 5th anniversary, and yeah, what I could say, just see my future forever with John. What? It's good, answer? Forever.
Sounds good to me, darling, yeah.
It's John and Nigela's wedding, and despite some of their family and friends not agreeing with their relationship at the start, they're about to become husband and wife.
We both want to have a successful marriage, be happy, show others that this relationship isn't weird or anything, that, you know, it's just like any other type of relationship.
And Nigela's father is here to give his daughter away.
So I, John, take you, Najla.
Take you, Najla.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
For richer or for poorer.
For richer or richer. Or, excuse me, richer or poor. or slightly less rich.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
Till death do us part.
Till death do us part.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You can kiss the bride.
Welcome to the Mullat wedding. Look how beautiful this woman is.
And it wouldn't be John Mallett's wedding without a flash party.
It doesn't seem real. It's unbelievable.
I can believe we're married. I'm a blessed man. You know, I've got an amazing life. Now I have an amazing wife. But I would just tell you this, don't let differences separate them. People let differences bring a wedge in front of them. And I think our differences is what make us strong.